Hi, and welcome to Black Country Blitz PC Gaming. And we are here in another Train Sim 4, or should I say Train Sim World 4 scenario. Here on the East Coast Main Line, Peterborough to Doncaster DLC. Right, I've got to talk to Emily, find out what's going down here at Doncaster Station. So, hey, hi driver, the train needs taken to a depot due to electric fault. Take this train to the depot and collect a replacement train so you can continue your service. Okay, Emily, will do. Right then, so as Emily disappears, it's time to get into the train. If you can let me in, come on. That's better. Now, unlike Train Sim Classic, if you want all these warning sounds on, you have to do them manually. Right? So, stuff like the TPWS and AWS, that are on from the go. Where in Train Sim Classic, stuff like that I'm already on. Which, for me, is a blessing, because I don't have to go around looking for them. Right then, so let's set the train up. So easy. Put the master key in. Let's set the train to neutral. There goes the warning sound.
TPWS and AWS operational.
And there goes the woman telling me that it is now operational. Right then. Looking round here, it is telling me to go and press the unit hatch close button. But first off, I'm going to set my train up for me. So first off, let's get some lights on. All this is optional, yeah. So desk, I want to stick to I, so I can see all the buttons, dials, and whatever. Now we'll get out the chair. We come back to this back panel, and there's the unit hatch close. So press that, jump back in the chair, and we've now got to change from overhead power. So at the moment, it's a core seat here, but the panogram is up in the air apparently. So we've got to bring it down and change over to diesel. So there we are. We've now changed over to diesel. We've now got to start the engine of the train. And here's the panogram. That's got to go down. So there you have. Now we're more ready to rock and roll, as they say. But the next thing I'm going to do before we head off is put them on 25 with window wipers. And put this into forward. And now apply some power. Now the first time I did this in this train, I was like, where's the power? When it's on diesel, it don't automatically start as you would expect it to. Yep, there we go, it's just kicked in. So if you do drive this train, you will not get the train to move as you would if it was run by the electrics up above, right? That's something to remember. Now, we haven't got any car, we've got 5 cars, yeah, but there's no passengers because this train ain't in service, as that dashboard tells me. One thing with the dashboard is it ain't working, as if... does that work? Right, that might work, I don't know, I don't think it will, because even though the things are in the game, you don't have to say that they work, right? It's a shame, really. I would like to see these models work exactly like the real deal, right? Don't mind paying for something that works the real deal. So that's something to dovetail to, you know, if it works, do it as it should be. People call moan then. They call, say, oh, well, they did this and they did that. Anyway, we're just as about to say there's a warning sign going to come on in a minute. And that's to indicate that this is a warning sign, a stop sign, and I must stop. Now, if you go over, then that would go off, and the game would go off. How I've set this game up. So I'll bring my power down. I don't want the train to go over that red light. There we go. Right, we've got to wait now for that to change. Now we could call the signal bloke, but I don't want to do it. It stopped me for a reason. And that reason I have no idea. But hey, so see, look. See, it's changed. Two little things there, that's for me. So we'll apply the power again. So we'll come down here. I don't need to look. But just for the video, I'll bring that down. And slowly, the train starts to move. Now we are 3,830 counting down away from where we need to be, right? It's Doncaster car depot shed. This is where this poorly train's got to go to, yep. Now, if I was good enough, I would take all these off. That and that and that, but I ain't confident enough yet to do it. But there was some pop-up here. I've had to get rid of that. It was duplicating. So every time you did a maneuver or something, you had a pop-up here. And I don't like having stuff clattering up my screen. I'm sorry. I'm a stickler for that when it comes to gaming. The less things I can have on my screen, the better. Anyway, so we're coming down to a 5 mile an hour speed limit. So of course I've seen it. I've brought our speed down to 5 mile an hour. Okay. This is the art of trains. You have to be really careful. If you want to play this sim as it's intended, I mean, you ain't got to. There's no law saying you've got to play it like this. But if you want to play it properly, then follow what it says on the screen. I mean, it is easy, but hold on, there's things here. If it says here coming for 5 mile an hour, then you need to change it before you get there. Yeah. Otherwise, you get penalised. Now I'm speeding them when it went yellow. So we've got a little. I don't say I've stopped the train totally. It's very hard to control when you're doing a couple of mile an hour. But we have got a 0.4% decline. So of course the train's going to pick up speed. It's luckily there's no time penalty. Like saying I've got to be there for 18:25 just as an example. There's none of that, so that's a blessing. I'm already 2 mile over the speed limit, so down the speed comes. And hopefully we can get a new train, set it up, do whatever I've got to do, and be on our way. Now, if you look here, there's a speed limit of 125 mile an hour. Yeah? Just got to get to it, yeah? Not with this train, though. We're poorly limping into the station. Yeah. And there's the train. I mean, beautiful graphics. I'm going to be quiet for a sec. You can hear the ambient sounds. Hear the birds tweeping? It's really, really good now. Train Sim World 5 is out in 11 days. And I'm looking forward to it. See if there's, much difference. I'm gonna have to wait and see. But I'm looking forward to it. And I'm happy to say that the things will work, hopefully, on Train Sim 5, what they're working in Train Sim 4 and 3. Yeah. Anyway, we're sort of nearly there. So as we crawl in, it's really hard to get this right on a train that's poorly. Come on. Now I don't know what's shutting behind me. Sounds like some doors shutting. I have no idea because I'm a driver, so I don't know what's shutting behind me. Right, now I've got that minimum. And we just coast in and roll into this depot. There again, look. Still on. Notch 1. That will probably go over speed limit in a second. Yep, I was right. Come on, down you go. Oh, rain's really coming down. Now we're okay now because we're on the flat. So we will lose speed. Again, I'm going to gain speed a bit. Because we're 0.2% of a down decline. Now one of them could be ours over here. Look, there's 2 trains exactly the same as mine. What we've got, I think that could be a third one as well. So soon find out which one we've got to take. Now this must be Doncaster's shed where all these trains come over night time after they've done the service. Now what I will probably have a look at in probably the next couple of days is if I can find any content online that shows things like this and compare them to what's in the game to what's in real life, yeah? So that's something else that's going to be coming. Right, there's the warning sign. Why I do not know. But I think that is because I haven't touched the controls for a certain amount of time. I have that warning sound. Now Hitachi inspire the next, so they must have something to do with these trains. That's well detailed. You've got a little engineer bloke down here. Here he is, look. I can see him. See him here? That's the back of the train. So we slowly drive the train in. Now luckily we're on the flat, so it will increase the speed or decrease the speed and actually go up one. Not that it's really going to make us get there much quicker, but it's better than, well, it's help if I brake again. Gets the speed up and I'll press the brake, oh well. Basically it's the end of here, and I'm assuming The train on the other side there to my right is going to be the train that we're taking back out. Let's just come down. Let's have a look. So we could end that there, right? Because we are in plenty thing to have the training. It works on accuracy. So I want to get this as close to that 200 and so many feet before I put the brakes on. Stop. I think it's going to be stopping roughly where that guy is. Yeah. It will be pretty far away from it. I want to stop completely. Come on. Something's closing behind me. And I haven't got a clue what it is. Right then. There is. Engineer ready to do. Right, good work. Getting the train back to the depot. There's a replacement train ready for you to drive back to Doncaster. Shut down this train. Yeah. I haven't had a chance to read that. So, shut the train down. It's... Put that to off. Put the reverser back to off. Take out... Oh, set the tail lights. Switch to tail. So that's that. Now in the beginning, this never even told me to turn on any lights. So I'd have been driving the train with no lights right now. Key out. And leave the train. So up we get. Which side is the platform on? Neither of them really. Shut my door. Oh, I'll leave him to that. Alright, mate. Oh, it's a woman. Sorry, love. Right then. So, I'm assuming this could be the train I'm going. Yep. So away we go. Now this looks like it's all ready, fired up. If I'm wrong. I mean, we could have gone through the carriages and done it that way. Now you can hear all the sounds of the people working on the train. I'm just going to be quiet for a second. Right then. Assuming this is the one we've got to get him. Oh. Is this the one? Walk to the new train. So this ain't the one, unless I've got in the wrong carriage. Sorry, Bet, I've got in the wrong train. That ain't my train. My train? My train. Oh well. I've only tried to get into a train that's being repaired. Oh well, never mind. Right, this is definitely mine. Right, board the train, up we get. Shut the door. Now we've got to do all through the same motions, I think. So hold down the exit on button for 10 seconds. Once I find it. Now, that is somewhere around here. Or is it behind me? Ha 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 ha. Right, where am I? Now, this is the trouble with trains. I'm assuming That's definitely got to be behind me. Is that definitely a here? Hold on. See? Now, why make me sit down in the train when the power button is here? I've got to be on my hand on that for 10 seconds. Yep. Now we've got to go back into the chair. Pop the cane. Set the reverser to neutral, which is that. But I'm going to jump out the chair again. Press the AWS button. We'll come back to that in a minute. Because like I always do, there goes the warning sounds. Yeah, I know. You could do that.
AWS and AWS operational.
Right, so press the AWS button. Yep. Right, now I've got to set the junction. Now, as a train driver, you'd expect to actually just drive the train, but no. You've got to do everything. It's a wonder I got to sweep and clean the train. Right? Anyway, let's get my lights to full. Then we can start doing stuff like that. So out of the train I go, but I need to find the map, right? So you could jump into that. So where's the thing to be doing the track? That's a map. How do I know where I'm going? If I call, So back into my train. Set the junction. Where? So I've got to run all the way down here to set the junction, and I don't know if I'm setting it to the right one due to the fact I can't see the map. So I might be setting it to the wrong setting. Is that it? No. Sorry, mate. Thought that was the one I'd got to go on. Is that mine? No. I run all the way down here to this one. That must be right. Set the junction. I've got to come all the way back up to here. And I find which one it is. Is that the one? Okay. No, that ain't the one. Is that one? No, don't think it's that one. Okay. Now, if I ain't got that right, I'm going to derail, and all that what we've put in effort will be lost. So, we'll just see. Now, I've got to remember, it's a good job I turned my lights on, because I would have not remembered which train it was. Yep. So, that was more a little bit of how to remember what train I'm driving. So that's it. Doors shut. Back in the seat. So this time the panogram up. Let's set the train to forward. And let's apply some power once I've got my window wipers are working. And I don't know what's opening. Weird that. Right, the rain is really persisting down. Right, let's get some power on this train and let's get to Doncaster. Now, because it's a diesel powered, this train will start a lot quicker than the other one. Yeah. So we've got to slowly do it. Again. I'm going uphill, so still applies how we did with the other one. Nice and slow. So something under here that's saying low. I hope I don't derail. I really do. I ain't too sure whether this is crashed, because I'm having error messages coming up on the stream about low latency, and the stream may change for the last 5 minutes. Oh well. So we've got a few warning signals coming through. As we approach here, we've got a amber light. We've also got a red one, so we're gonna have to slow down a little bit. We're doing 6 miles an hour over. Not a lot, but as you can see, now I think I've only got to get to the end of this little bit and everything should be done and dusted. Right then. Now he's waiting for me to come through. Come on. I hate it when you've got to drive mega slow. And I've got issues with OBS, which is the open broadcasting software that I use. And I thought I'd nailed it today, and to find it's lagging on me. Oh, I don't know. I'm hoping, and I've got some old pictures with settings, and I can change it back to. So I'm going to do stream. I do apologise in advance if this ain't working properly for the viewers. I hope it is. Now come on, train. I thought this train would have come out of the depot and would have sped up. No, unfortunately it ain't. But is it? See, look, it says next station stop is Doncaster, so that must be working on the dashboard. Right, so we've got a 15-mile-an-hour speed limit. Don't know why it's making us travel so slow through here. As I say, I am a train driver. Screwdriver, but not a train driver. So that says stop. But I ain't got to stop because the stop sign ain't there for me to stop. Please don't crash the game. My stop is coming up in a minute. It's when I'm through all this that I've got to stop. And it says it's stop as indicated. Now, I've said it before with trains, if I go through it at 15 mile and it says 15 mile an hour, that speed limit will not change until I've got them 5 cars through. Yep. So by the time I get to where that light blue line is, that's where we're heading for. With a 1,300 and so many feet and counting down. And we've got to stop in a minute for that little red light. And we'll just get to where we need to be. Speeding again, look. It's so hard to do. You've got to bring it down to 5 as we crawl into Doncaster. So we must be crawling back into the station that we started from at the beginning. And there we go. And we've got about 900 feet to the station. Come on, go down again. But we've got to stop in a minute. I know. Visibility's poor. I can hardly see anything with the rain. Now this has got dynamic weather, yeah? Because when we started the scenario, it was light. So in that short time, it's got dark, yeah? So, then 5 cars have gone through. We can up this now to 15 mile an hour. But not really, because I've got to stop now. So if I don't stop my train in time, and I'll go through this little red light, all that effort will be wasted. There's my warning system to say, hey, there's a red light coming up, acknowledge it. So as we slowly approach it, and I've done up teen scenarios and got caught out by red lights. So slowly pull up. Said this train will start quicker. And I could actually see which red light we're looking at. Could be, I'm assuming. Hey. It's these two. I think that one's for that one here is for me. Right, so let's slow down, slow down, slow down. Yep, it's definitely the one. Even though it's telling me I can go through there at 15 mile an hour here, 85 mile an hour. I don't think so. I was doing a scenario once, not in Train Sim World, I was doing it in Classic. And there was one on a bridge. And I thought, that light ain't for me. I lost a lot, yep. I had to... Yep. Right then. Your train has just left Doncaster. The train has just left Doncaster. And we'll be passing shortly. See you to Doncaster. So, we've got to wait now for that train to pass. Just how you would in the real world. So there's a train coming from somewhere. As soon as that train's passed, we then can proceed to Doncaster. I mean, the graphics, they are really, really, really good. Here he comes, look. Exactly identical train to the one that I'm using. So as soon as that's come through the signals, there we go. It's come through. I can jump back into the bigger view, and away we go to Doncaster. Now this shouldn't take that long, and we've only got to travel 2,000 and 2,500 before we have to stop. And I think that is the end of the scenario, if my memory does. Right then. Yep, I've just got to bring it to rest here in a minute. There are courses here actually where I've got to do it. I've got to rely on this countdown marker and that red light. I think it's a station I'm bringing it into. I could be wrong. Yeah, it's an actual platform I'm bringing it into. So, oh, it's Doncaster platform 1. It's telling me there. Duh, hello. And there we am. And rainy night in Doncaster. Right, I'm here. Get these passengers away. And home after a hard day's work. We just slowly start bringing the train speed slightly down. Just coasting to the station. There's my warning sign, and that gives me a warning because I haven't touched any of the controls after a certain time. If I hadn't to press the warning system, that would have then stopped the train, stuck it straight into an emergency stop. So that's what it's for. And we're just coming in now. Because this has only got 5 carriages, I know that I don't need a massive platform. I will comfortably get all 5 carriages on here. So in a second, just before we hit that red light, that'll do me. And that should end the scenario. It's asking me to unload the carriage. So in this game, you open it up. Yep, the platform looks hunky-dory. If I do go through a wall, all we're going to do here is take a screenshot. And there we go. I've now opened all the doors and this train is ready for its next journey. So nice driving out there. Let's see how you did. So that is the end of the scenario. Hope you enjoyed it. As we say here on Black Country Blitz, if you like what you see, don't forget to give us a like and a follow. And until